This is a Cedar Waxwing, and I'm pretty sure I took this photo at the McCormick Place Bird Sanctuary or Burnham Park, right along Lake Michigan near 31st Street Beach. To start my drawing of the waxwing, I'm looking at the basic shapes that make up the body of the bird. As you can see, I started with an oval to make up most of the body, added a circle for the head, and sketched in shapes for the tail and the wings. Pretty simple. Looking a bit like a dinosaur, but now I'm going to start going in and sketching around the outlines to create more of a shape of a bird, cleaning up those lines, and then I'm gonna start filling things in, and you see the bird emerge. I'm creating this drawing on my iPad using the Procreate app. If you're interested in digital drawing, there are a lot of apps that you can get that are free, like Adobe Draw. That's one that I recommend. Ibis Paint is really popular with the students. And I'm able in Procreate to work with a range of brushes that mimic the look of different art supplies like pencil, chalk, watercolor. And so as I'm working, I'm experimenting with a lot of those different materials. Cedar waxwings nest in Chicago during the summer, and if you see one, it's likely that there's another one nearby. You'll usually find anywhere from 2 to sometimes even 5 of them hanging out together. I started birding when I met my now husband, and at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna go along with this, I'm gonna go birding, and it was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. And I particularly got more into birding when I got into bird photography. The artistic side and the possibilities of photographing the birds and then creating art from that got me more interested in going out to different locations around the city, and not just in Chicago. When I travel, I go out birding. I've been birding in New York, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, Florida. And when you travel to different places, you have access to different birds. It would be nice to one day make it to South America, to Mexico, and see different birds there. Some of the challenges in drawing and painting birds are in the details. When you look really closely at birds, the feathers, the patterning in the feathers, and if you were to get super detailed, that involves a lot of work. We're not going quite that detailed here, but with the Cedar Waxwing, in the shading, we're looking particularly at the reflectiveness of the light, the shadows. A challenge here is looking at underneath the beak and getting the shading there and that angle. In terms of some of the unique characteristics of this bird, the crown of the bird is sort of similar to a cardinal. You have this funky, spiky hair. But then around the eyes, you get a bit of a black mask coming towards the beak, which is very distinct. But the coloration of the Cedar Waxwing is beautiful, and it definitely changes depending on the lighting that you're looking at the waxwing in. I've been interested in digital art in some capacity, probably ever since I was in middle school. I think when I was even 10 years old, my dad got me Photoshop and I would play around with it. When I was in 7th and 8th grade, I had graphic design class at school and did some digital art. But I've been getting more serious about it in recent years, knowing that so many students are interested in digital drawing, and I really want to practice and refine my skills, but I wouldn't call myself an expert yet. I'm still learning. So it does take me some time, and sometimes I'm not happy with my work. And you can see here, I keep on going back and forth. I don't know what I want to do. And as it turns out, in the end, I need to just keep it simple. You don't want to overdo it with your art. I try a million things, and in the end, it's best to just keep the design simple. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on drawing a cedar waxwing, and I hope that maybe when you're outside, you take a closer look at the birds that might be around you.